Yo, what up everybody? It's your boy the Kryptonian saying here, bringing you a review for One Piece Chapter 280 and the long-awaited fight between Enel and Luffy is finally here, and it does not disappoint. It kicks off with a hell of a start. So you have Nami basically saying as a continuation that, okay, we know that rubber does not exist here in the white sea or the clouds, and so because Enel hasn't been introduced to rubber, that explains why he's so shaken. And he knows the bare minimum. He knows that because of Luffy's devil fruit, he retains his original shape. Okay, like Luffy can stretch, but he retains his original shape, and that's where we start seeing one of the things that I prognosticated, that this fight would come down to experience, and it would come down to raw power, like fighting skill and power. Which one would kind of win out? And that's what we see here. You know, Enel, he did put all his health points, not health points, but experience points into mastering his devil fruit, okay? And if you didn't see the last review, the reason I said experience points is I compared it to like a created character or a character in Final Fantasy, where when you win a battle or you do some type of training, you get these experience points and you develop. And I said that Enel probably put a lot of his training into mastering the rumble fruit, and because he knew that that's one of the strongest Logia types. So I like that. And what we end up seeing is Enel, you know, he kind of zips around and everything, and he's actually moving through the actual gold itself, and he's transformed his blade into this, not his blade, his staff into a blade, and he's running electric current through it. And it's really interesting because there's science involved in this. You know, if you just hover around heat or place your hand over heat, initially it doesn't hurt, but the longer you're exposed to it, the more that it, you know, the more the heat, you know, causes pain. And basically Enel's whole end game with this is he's going to run Luffy through, because Luffy's weakness is sharp objects, which is why Crocodile was able to kind of run him through. And Luffy even says, yeah, you're right. And Nami's like, you idiot. You don't tell him that. And so I like that bit, but like the combat was really good. The combat was really good. Like one of the cool shots is after Enel lands a couple of solid blows on Luffy and dodges some of Luffy's attacks. We see him pin Luffy by the throat up against the back of the ship, and Luffy's coughing, okay? And maybe it's me, but I could just picture Luffy kind of coughing, like coughing this silly cough, not like, oh, I can't breathe cough, but like, hey, you idiot, I can't breathe. Like, there's a difference. Like, I guess like I would call it a Luffy cough. So I like seeing that bit, but like the Gum Gum Gatling gun and the Gum Gum axe, like Luffy's throwing the whole barrage at this guy, and Nami's starting to freak out because Nami's like, we can defeat Enel, but if we defeat him, then the ship's gonna stop moving, and then we're gonna plummet. And Luffy has this moment where the way it's drawn, it's like Luffy's words are eking out onto the next panel, and what we see is Luffy says, Nami, quit your yapping, quit worrying. You are a member of the next king of the pirates. Like, you are a member of the crew that belongs to the next king of the pirates. Trust in me. And that goes in what I was saying before, you know, like even though Luffy wasn't in the chapter a few chapters back, I felt like Robin and Nami, they represented, you know, just Luffy's, you know, faith, okay? Like how Luffy leads by inspiration. And so when you had Robin, you know, a few chapters back where she's going, I've got to get everybody to safety, but I can't take all of them at once. That's Luffy coming out. Like, I really feel like Luffy has changed each of these crew members in very subtle ways, and that's his way of leading. And so you have these clash of wills between Luffy and Enel, and it's very fitting because Luffy is the exact opposite of Enel. Lightning, rubber, they don't mix. So I like that because it fits their leadership styles, and it makes what Luffy said before, you know, where he's like, "You're no god. You know, how could you do this to your people? This isn't very godlike." To see that, and then to see them come to blows like that, it's really nice. It's really, really nice to see. Like I said, Oda has very subtle things at work, but all the moving parts he has moving around, you know, the way he funnels everything together, Very, very good. As far as artwork, the artwork in this chapter, very on point. My favorite little part would probably be where Luffy has that moment where he's talking to Nami, and then right after that we get some really nice artwork where Enel says, King of the Pirates of what kingdom? And when Luffy tells him like it's over all the oceans of the world, that's when Enel's like, King of Pirates? I do that shit. Like that's like that arrogance. It just bleeds arrogance, man. Like Anel's really reminding me of Madara Uchiha Madara. Like the way he was drawn was just drawn such an arrogant, like there was an aura about him, and that's what I'm getting from Enel. So this was good. Like I said, the action. I really feel like this really isn't the. I wouldn't even say like the first act. I would feel like this is the prelude to the first act. Like I feel like even though there were some pretty cool shots where the spear almost runs Luffy through, but Luffy manages to kind of move a little bit out the way, and he's kind of hugging that shit, and that's when he's like, "Oh, it's hot." I feel like this is Oda giving us the prelude before the first, opening act. Like this was good, man. My chapter question for you guys is, why do you think that rubber did not exist in Skypiea? Why did you think that? But as always, guys, if you like anything I have to say, hit that like button, comment, rate, subscribe, share. As always, thank you for watching. Have an awesome day, guys.